anybody with us. We're here at the Goldmine Hotel, where there have been countless reports of customers and employees witnessing spiritual activity, not only inside the hotel, but in the restaurant itself. What truly haunts this place? To the rocky roads of Idaho City we go, seeking to see what has become of this once populated area.
We've been here since June, so about 10 months. My understanding is this part was built by the Nelson family, their generational family, and it was Kate's Cafe, Kate Nelson. She owned it, and then it became Billy Bob's, Rude Boys, Killers, then a gentleman named Peter Schott.
What have you guys experienced here?
I've heard everything from a young lad to a woman in the kitchen.
Most of my experiences were in the kitchen. That's where I'm at all the time.
Right.
I saw the woman walking back over the
right.
Catch it out of the corner of your eye, and I turned and looked, and there was an outline of a woman.
The older man I seen standing by the old oven that we have.
Oh.
And then when I went back to the kitchen to get trash bags, he was standing by the ice machine. And then I was coming back, he was standing by the jukebox.
In that back room, I've been touched on my shoulder and my butt has been pinched.
Hal was always a butt man. Some people think it's Hal. Hal was the owner. Hal passed some years ago. This town was built by the Chinese, and they did all hard lifting, but they weren't allowed in public. And so they would build their own tunnels and things, but they would literally tunnel under the restaurants and have a hatch and get their food sometimes delivered to them. But they were not allowed. I mean, they treated them worse than dogs. Dogs had better rights than Chinese.
I've actually been in one of them that went under Main Street. A dark energy, there was things that were moving down there. And this is the reason that Idaho became a state, was because of all the gold that was found here.
There's over 70,000 people living in this area, because there was more gold taken out of here than all of California. Now there's less than 500.
It seems that the town part of Idaho City isn't the only thing that's haunted.
About 2 years now, give or take, I've been here. The only experience I've had was up at the cemetery. Well, maybe 3 o'clock, give or take. I mean, we did multiple trips. All I saw was a woman hanging from a tree. My old lady claims that we brought her home. She was having bad dreams for about 2-3 weeks afterwards. And they kept saying, go back to that area, and we never did, so I don't know after that. For half of the graves are unmarked, and that's what they say, unknown.
In my fucking bed, and my closet door would slam shut. I've never believed before. When that happened, I fucking freaked out, turned to my wife and I said, "Did you see that?" She goes, "Fucking yeah, I did." Literally, the cemetery is about 10 feet from my house. So we've definitely got presence.
We'll hear voices, kids. Some of the plots have little babies that were born and died immediately.
So we took it upon ourselves to see if all the stories were true, if anything was really in the Pioneer Cemetery. Is there anything here with us right now that is dark?
Getting a lot of more like the feelings, like Brian was saying, the creepiness and everything, but a lot more.
Where were you born?
Are you here with us, Francis?
Yeah. Yes. What is that? So basically tonight we're going to be accompanied with the EMF, which detects electromagnetic fields of something's in front of us. It will beep something ghostly. 2 EVPs. We got a filter recorder right here. It captures voices that we can't hear at the time. Motion detector, a temperature gauge, and we got a voice box right here, which scans through hundreds of radio waves and captures only voices that needed to come through. We got a next camera right here by the piano.
Experienced the piano playing by itself. I've heard the piano playing when there's nobody here.
Statue where a lot of people look and they think they see a child or children, and it's this thing right here. A
And I've seen a little kid, and I've seen an older man.
Next cam in here. Kate, or a woman, been seen in here a lot. So we have 2 X cameras, one right here, then one right back here. First I want to say, God, please protect us tonight. Please, dear Lord. If there's anybody with us here in this place tonight, can you please tell us your name? Speak into this device that I have in my hand. How are you in here? Make cool air come into here. Let us feel you. Upon even the first few minutes of call and response, little does everyone know that light anomalies are being captured in the piano room, as well as a voice captured on the camera's audio. Catching absolutely nothing for the next 15 minutes, we decide to split up into groups. For one of us, that wasn't such a good idea.
I don't know. I really hope that was like equipment or something, but I felt the table fucking move.
After Nick feels something shake the table, we capture this voice. You guys want to go in another room?
Like where the most people feel something. I think we should bring the spirit box in the EVP right now.
Okay, let's do that. Dark in here. What's in here? That was something. Are you in front of me? Holy fucking shit, dude. Can you make this beat? Stand in front of me so I know you're here.
Is that a little kid I hear? Little kid, come play with us.
You can hear the consonant at the beginning, and then like a long drawn out and then a fucking L at the end.
After continuous call and response, we decided to go in one group and use the spirit box in the kitchen. What we caught in the piano room and the main diner shocked us all. Me and Danny take the back room while the rest of the crew investigates the Pioneer Cemetery, see if they can capture anything extra. You wanna go to another room?
Yeah. Got nothing in here.
I don't feel nothing in here. What the fuck?
You might remember us from earlier. Kind of caught my attention earlier. I wanted to come back and see what's going on with you. Is there any way you can give me a sign that you're here with me?
What the fuck?
Fucking. Who's that? was weird.
Is there something you want us to do for you? Fellow in Masonic region.
Nope.
Damn. Did someone just tell us no?
Are you here?
Blink 2 times if you're here.
Holy fuck. With all of this happening in one night, we were all very startled. What could possibly be in the restaurant with us? Here's some leftover random evidence that we captured through the night. What's in here? That was something.
My camera's like losing focus like no other right there.
Place of joy, peace, and rest for the day, but at night, a complete different story. What was with us in the hotel that night? Was it Hal? Was it Kate? Was it the Chinese? Whatever it was, the Gold Mine Hotel will always remain a special memory in all of our hearts.